Well, it wasn't very pretty, but the Chiefs knocked off the New England Patriots on Sunday 27-17. Should have been a much higher scoring game for the Chiefs, but as we know, they get in their own way. They find ways to commit stupid penalties. They drop the ball, they turn it over. All mess of things on the offensive side. So they're going to have to figure out how to beat themselves as well as the other team. This game against the Patriots and then the next three are going to give them an opportunity to find out what works well, what personnel packages that they like that they can get to, and how they can overcome some of their mistakes and mental lapses that they have every single week. Welcome in everyone to the RGR Football Channel. My name is Daniel Harms, Senior Film Analyst here, and today I'm going to give you guys the inside look at the Chiefs' best personnel package, how they can overcome some of their mistakes out of this grouping itself, get back to some big plays, and how this isn't just a flash in the pan for those big plays either. This personnel grouping, 12 personnel, is their best, most efficient, and effective way that they can run the ball, stay active in their play action game, and still get to all the things that they want to do offensively while generating big plays. If you guys are new to the channel, hit that sub button and then allow me to earn a like from this film review as we jump into it right now. Everything that the Chiefs have been doing all season seems difficult at times, and they make it difficult on themselves with not being able to make the big play. And this right out the gate is a big play to Noah Gray. You know, what I loved about this is, again, it's 12 personnel, but it's a condensed formation. There's not much, they're not trying to, widen the entire defense. They just want to keep everyone here. They want to see what you're going to be in. And with all of that said, the Patriots are going to rotate into a different cover three shell where Kyle Duggar is going to come down here and come underneath the formation. So this safety rotates back here, or excuse me, this corner rotates back, and it looks more like a cover three shell. The difference is that the Chiefs want to attack these corners. They want the eyes on Travis Kelce, the big player. We all know him. We all love him. We know that he generates a lot of defensive gravity. So that's what they're going to do. They're going to send Travis just on this little kind of out route. He's going to just go right out here to the flat and draw the eyes of number 31, who's supposed to be down here. He's supposed to be down here a little bit, but he does not come through with that. And then you get Noah Gray on the inside, lined up, attached to that line, hand in the dirt, who's going to run vertically and then take this up the field. Now, you're going to notice in his route, he doesn't take this all the way and flatten it out. So when he breaks, he's not flattening here. He's not taking this all the way to the out. This is a corner, but it's mostly drifting upfield, drifting into space. And on the backside of this formation, we've got Justin Watson, who's going to release upfield, run a little bit more of a big over right here. Rashid Rice is going to come underneath into that stem as well and time to do the same thing, just get to the middle of the field here. So what the Chiefs are doing here is they want to attack the right side of that defensive formation when the Patriots are rotating. So you're going to see that Kelce's going to draw this corner right here. This right here. So Kelce's drawn him. And then you get, again, Kyle Duggar, who's coming down, number 23, is coming down underneath. And when you attack that replication, this must be something that the Chiefs saw on tape, because they also like to run Juwan Bentley underneath a little bit deeper in his drop here, but this is the vacated area that the Chiefs want to attack. They must have seen on tape that they like to rotate into this formation specifically, and then they can attack it. So Juwan Bentley is trying to just pass him off because he assumes that this cornerback is going to go to his deep third responsibility. Instead, Patrick's going to hold him with the eyes on Travis Kelce, and then we get Noah Gray just releasing back behind that defense for a big play here. So it's a really nice job. Again, we're going to see, watch Gray as he doesn't flatten this corner route. He kind of drifts. He drifts it upfield. He doesn't get it. He doesn't flatten out. He goes into that space. That's out of 12 personnel. You got Rashid Rice. You got Travis Kelce coming in, trying to push him forward. A great job here. And the big thing that I like to talk about, this is the 32-yard completion to Noah Gray on the first offensive play for the Chiefs from scrimmage. They ran 15 12 personnel plays against the New England Patriots, and that's a big thing for the Chiefs. They're finally leaning into what they're really good at, and right now I think Noah Gray being able to block, to pass protect, to run block, but also be a reliable receiver is earning him not only more playing time, but the Chiefs are earning more 12 personnel looks because they've been so good at it. And this is the 3rd and 8 now. And New England is going to send 5 men in a blitz. And then on the back end, we're going to see number 8 in the middle of the field here, Juwan Bentley, who's moving around like he's guarding Jerick McKinnon one-on-one in man coverage. He's going to peel off and double team Travis Kelce. That's what he's going to do there. So this is what the Patriots like to do. They like to make things look a little bit different, but they want to take away Travis Kelce specifically on those 3rd and 8. He can always draw attention, especially on those 3rd and longs. He can always draw attention from other defenders. But there he goes with Travis Kelce on the double team, and we get to see Justin Watson make a big play. Even though Travis was double teamed, he still leaked free at the end of that play. So how are the Chiefs able to do this? Well, from left to right, you're going to have Rashid Rice run a return route. He's going to stem this vertically just a little bit, hit the inside, and then return to the out. Underneath him, you have Travis Kelce, again, who's going to be running this kind of this weird modified over route because everything that Travis does is a little bit weird. He's going to kind of take it upfield here. And then you just have Justin Watson, who understands that he just needs to beat his player underneath him right here, this man defender right here. They're playing man coverage here. Make that blue so we can see. Playing man coverage here. But then again, they're double teaming Travis Kelce. So you've got man coverage, and then number 8 is going to go with Travis as well. Wait, no, that's not number 8. That's number 5 right there. He's going with Travis. So you got 2 players on Travis Kelce, and then you have one on here on the running back who Jabril Peppers comes down, and it's just single high. One single high defender here with man coverage underneath, and they're going to send an extra defender off the edge. I believe it's Kyle Duggar. So we're going to have a little bit of block here from Noah Gray, who's going to release out to the flat, or excuse me, to the inside here, just be a reliable player. But Travis Kelce taking that route to the outside, and then Justin Watson doing a fantastic job here again of just beating his man underneath and bending it out. This time you see he's not drifting upfield. He's going into the space. He's doing a good job. He actually did what he's supposed to do and drifted into space here. Mahomes slightly underthrows this football, so he comes back to it, makes the play. A really nice job from the wide receivers and really schematically of allowing them to get this play off. All Noah Gray needed to do was give Patrick enough time on 3rd and 8 because they knew they had this play lined up perfectly. They knew that they were going to get man coverage, and they pretty much knew they were going to get Travis Kelce double teamed. That's the difference, is the film room study for them paid off because they know what Bill Belichick wants to do with Travis Kelce, especially on those 3rd downs. That's why we got to see some of the big explosive plays from that. So Mahomes knew Watson was going to win. He didn't have to worry about Kyle Duggar coming off. He knew that Noah Gray was going to give him enough time to get the ball away, and then they executed. Fantastic job. And here we see another, again, this is 100% 12 personnel looks. It's not all 15 times they ran it, but it's how they got to different things and also the same things. So New England's coming down here in the red zone. They're playing a little bit of cover 4 shell. And you see what I mean by the shell of the defense. So 1, 2, you're going to have this player right here is going to end up back here. So this is what that cover 4 looks like. So the 4 guys in the back and then coverage underneath. We see Rashid Rice is going to get the ball here. And this is just taking advantage of space. In the red zone, you can run the ball, especially out of 12 personnel. But we also understand that the Chiefs can just come out here and throw a little bit of a screen to Rashid Rice in a little bit of a different route. So this is just going to be a little bit of an out route, modified out route, however you want to say. He's going to release to the inside a little bit, freeze Jabril Peppers, and then he's going to take it off. So number 27 is the one that actually responds. I forgot. They flip. These guys flip right here. So number 27 is going to take his spot down here and be that cover 4 shell defender. So Jabril Peppers comes down. He's actually going to be closer in coverage to Rashid Rice than anything. So there's that swap. He comes down. just clear out. That's all Kadarius Toney's doing. You're running out here and you're going to start blocking because this ball is coming out to Rashid Rice quickly because of the space. Take advantage of the space, throw the football to him, and let him get his yards after the catch. Nearly scores here too. Rashid Rice almost scores like 4 times in this football game. They've done a fantastic job of scheming him up and getting him to take. He's taking a lot of advantage of the space that's given to him, and the Chiefs are doing a really great job of getting the football. So that play we just saw is very similar to the Richie James 17-yard play right here, where he's going to be running a little bit of a different, just smaller out route, and they come out and they just block. It's the same exact type of play. So they get to the same concept. The defense looks a little bit different. Obviously, you've got more players up here, but the spacing on the outside is still the same. So while the Chiefs understood in this football game they weren't going to necessarily be able to run the ball as effectively as they might want to against other teams, this was their answer. Get the ball out quickly, adjust to the space you're seeing on the outside, and then take advantage of all of that with your players. So you've got space here. Again, you've got space and you got space. They're coming up here. They don't want you to run the football. They're very good against the run. And again, the Chiefs knew that. They're just going to run a little bit of interference with Justin Watson downfield and get it to Richie James for a big play. That's all this was. They're going to move it a little bit differently. They move the offensive line out to the left. Patrick does a little bit of a bootleg, but it's easy. So we've got 2 plays here that look the same at the end with the pass going to the left and a little bit of a screen action, but the defense is playing differently, and the Chiefs used this as an extension of the run game against the Patriots, and it was super effective, especially out of 12 personnel, where the Chiefs still can run the ball pretty well for what they've been doing over the last month. So giving the Patriots a lot of information, moving Travis Kelce and things like that, and being able to throw the football to different areas of the field and take advantage of the space was a huge extension of said run game. And then they come out here in a 3rd and short. You guys haven't heard very much complaining about the 3rd and short offense lately, have you? Well, there's a good reason for that, because the Chiefs have pretty much fixed it. They've also gone to a little bit more using this unbalanced look. This is something that the Jaguars did a lot last year with Juwan Taylor, and they're doing it right, and the Chiefs are doing it right now with him as well. So you can see right here that this is unbalanced. You've got 2 tackles on the left-hand side. Juwan Taylor comes in as that extra offensive lineman, kind of, but not really, because Noah Gray is your right tackle. Look how small he looks. Look how small Noah Gray looks next to Trey Smith. That's pretty funny. I'm not going to lie. But unbalanced offensive line, okay? 3rd and short. The Chiefs can still throw the football out of this, and the Patriots kind of understand that, but they only need to get a yard. It's 3rd and 1. So I'm a big fan, again, of understanding that they can get to a lot of different things, and there's that extra information. At the snap, we get a jet sweep motion from Rashid Rice, and this is basically single back power. You get a little bit of step this way, but at the end of the day, it's only for a timing step. You're allowing him a little bit more time. Also, give the defense a little bit of a different look. They're going to pull Trey Smith out here, but what they do is they block down with Creed Humphrey here. Then you get man on man on man. All these guys are just blocking. You're going to get so there's someone that's going to come down here. One of the defenders comes down into the gap a little bit right here, and that's who Trey Smith ends up blocking. But you just need a yard. You just need a yard. They get 2 or 3 here. And there it is. There's the jet sweep motion. It freezes a little bit on the backside, so you don't have to necessarily worry about backside pursuit. Also, you don't have to put too much on Noah Gray's plate there, but it's converting short distance situations that the Chiefs have done well out of 12 personnel, and using that unbalanced look on the offensive line. It's the same kind of concept where they scored with that Rashid Rice kind of touch pass from Jerick McKinnon, where you have Joe Thuney is the one who's snapping the football. They also had an unbalanced offensive line in that as well. They're getting creative with their offensive line looks in different ways that they can get to short yardage situations. They're really converting those as well. Like I said, they've been much better over the course of the last month and a half in short yardage situations. And a lot of it has to do with the fact that they've settled into that 12 personnel where they can throw the football, be efficient and effective in the run game. So big fan of what they're doing. And this is one of the areas that I was a little concerned about for facing the Chiefs defense, or excuse me, the Patriots offense, the Patriots defense on 3rd and long situations where they run kind of a Tampa 2 defense, and they love to run Juwan Bentley down the middle here. So you can see they come up and they mug up Juwan Bentley right here to the offensive line. He's right here, and they mug up another player here as well too, and another one right here. So you don't really know who's coming, right? Like there's no real way to know how this is. They call them, like, those amoeba fronts. The difference between this and amoeba front is that typically everyone's standing up in an amoeba front, where you have no idea who's rushing, who's not rushing. This one you at least have a better idea. The guys with the hand in the dirt, at least close in that coiled stance, are going to blitz. But the Chiefs, again, do a really nice job here of getting into space. And what I'm a big fan of is that Rashid Rice has grown into a player you can trust in these 3rd and long situations. So they're going to clear out with Justin Watson, who's going to stem this inside quickly, take it vertical, and then take it to the middle of the field. And this is where we get a little bit of how the vertical offense, while it hasn't been great for the Chiefs, it's impacting how they can get the ball to different players and different levels of the field. So Rashid Rice is going to release his route to the outside, stem it up, and then take it over the middle, and then he's going to stop. This part, not necessarily a part of the route. You're stopping in space on these deeper over routes, and you're trying to find a soft spot in the zone. Well, because they run, the Patriots end up running Juwan Bentley all the way down the pipe, as they call it, in this Tampa 2 coverage, where you have 2 deep safeties back here, and then you have one middle linebacker run the pipe, run all the way up the field. He's going to end up carrying Justin Watson the entire way down the field. So you have Travis Kelce out here, who's going to do a little bit of, no, that's not the right thing I want. That's not the color I want. He's going to do a little chipping, a little chip help here, 3rd and 10, a little chip help, and then he's going to kind of take this out here. But all of this is just to say, this is a fantastic job by Rashid Rice, taking advantage of the space, sitting in it, and getting to it. Now, we were going to see some pressure come up from Trey Smith. This was a huge problem for them this game, but Mahomes does a fantastic job of sidestepping it, stepping back up into the pocket, and then getting a 20-yard play here. So here he sees the pressure. He's looking towards the deep middle of the field, where we now see Juwan Bentley. Juwan Bentley is right here with all 3 of these guys. Like, they're all in here. They're all going to end up back this deep. So we can also see the middle of the field, where there's typically a coverage player underneath here. There's typically someone here. This is going to be where Rashid Rice just stops into. And I love that he puts his head on a swivel right there, where he's looking, he's like, okay, I'm good. And he stops. Become available to your quarterback. Fantastic play by Patrick Mahomes, avoiding that pressure and stepping up to get Rashid Rice, who is continuing to grow within this offense. It's such a great sight to see. New England's going to shift here to another cover 3 type shell. Chiefs are going to run their mesh concept with Noah Gray and Rashid Rice. So you're going to see them cross underneath the middle of the field here. And then this is where we get to see Patrick and Travis have a little bit of fun. So Travis is going to point to Rashid Rice. Right here. Travis is pointing. He's like, hey, look, he's wide open. So he's like, oh, okay. I'm going to throw it to wide open Rashid Rice. Underthrow it a little bit. He's trying to make a play on the move too. We've seen a little bit of deterioration, not necessarily in his overall skill set, the arm strength, but in the consistency of his arm strength to all levels of the field. Still there, obviously. I think Patrick Wright, right here, he's moving to his right, and he sees Travis over here where he might end up trying to throw it, but Travis is like, no, you're good. Just throw it to Rashid. Don't even worry about it. So this is what I like to see. They run their mesh concept on 3rd down. Like this, we've seen them do it a little bit more consistently this season with their mesh. So he's going to run the drag underneath Noah Gray, who's going to run it at a little bit of a different level, and then he's going to stop on this side here after he clears into space, which he does have. Patrick does have Noah Gray right here. He absolutely does. I would have liked to see him do that a little bit more, in my opinion, to throw it to him where he was open. And, Travis is going to be a little bit deeper down here on this side. We know that. And Justin Watson, hey, go and carry some deep players with you. We're going to clear out. You're just going to clear out. Okay, that's all we need you to do because we're going to run 2 players into the right-hand side of the field. So just take your defender with you no matter what you do. So this is what that looks like. Obviously, the release here from Jerick McKinnon to the outside as a safety valve just in case. And we're going to, again, see that cover 3 shell kind of unfold here from the Patriots. 1, 2, 3. You can kind of tell it's what they're going for here. And the confusing part for me is trying to decipher responsibilities for these players underneath. Like the attention is clearly on Travis Kelce from Juwan Bentley. He's looking to the middle of the field here as Noah Gray is coming across here. He's going to stop again right here. Does a good job getting into that zone and just stopping and being available. Like he's looking at him. I'm not entirely sure why Patrick did not throw him the football. It was a first down. He pumped too. Like, why was this not thrown? Why? Why? The world may never know. But all I know is that Travis is trying to point out to our guy, Rashid Rice, he's open. So he's running through his route. He does a good job here of not stopping. Because we've seen players stop right with this corner, but he keeps going. And now he's just in space. So he's going to keep widening, which Patrick maybe didn't expect as well. But that's just good sense. It's good sense to do that. But we're going to talk a little bit more about Rashid Rice in these 12 personnel packages because he's also being used like a ton in these 12 personnel packages. And he's an explosive player, and he's manipulating the space. He's learning so much about what to do here. This is a really job kind of getting underneath and around Juwan Bentley. This ends up, this was the 3rd and long. Patrick checks it down to Noah Gray, who gets, 4 or 5 yards, but could have been another conversion on 3rd and long. So we get Rashid Rice, who's going to undercut and then jump around Juwan Bentley's attempt and stop in the middle of the defense where he's wide open. Should have been a much bigger play. So, I mean, Patrick never looked. He was never looking at the right side at all. He only looked at the left side. So when we break this down, we see on the left side, there's that initial deep route from MVS here. And then Travis Kelce is going to take this to the over route again, where they really love to use him intermediate there. You're going to get Noah Gray again. This is what chip help and then come out here as a safety valve. So you've got 3 receivers to the left side, and you're really trying to get either Travis Kelce or, in my opinion, Rashid Rice open on one of these in the middle of the field routes. They run a little bit of a rail route here with Jerick McKinnon. And then we have another rotation to a cover 3 shell from the New England Patriots. But this was, in my opinion, Patrick maybe feeling the pressure that wasn't there. It was built up over most of the game because the Patriots were in the backfield quite a lot. And this was the 11th play of 12 personnel. They ran closer in the second half. So maybe he felt a little bit more of the pressure that was there instead of whatever ended up being there. So right here, I don't know what Patrick's doing. You see right here, these defenders, there's 3 there. No reason to keep your eyes there. Look here. He's wide open. Just throw him the football. Like, would have been a pitch and catch for most likely a first down if he gets his eyes there. Very easily would have been in space as well. So when we look back on the end zone angle, we can see that Patrick never actually looked there. He's only looking to the left, and sometimes that happens. You get locked in. You see a guy wide open on 3rd down, and you feel maybe something that's not there. Once again, Trey Smith falling on his butt because of Christian Barmore. Maybe he just kind of saw, maybe that's what he did. Maybe he saw Trey Smith fall down again and just decided, I'm just going to throw this football to Noah Gray. But regardless, we see a lot of the same things the Chiefs are doing here with this 12 personnel. Again, they ran it 15 times against the Patriots. They can do this. They can consistently do this now. Sky Moore's probably done for the regular season. I mean, obviously he is done for the regular season. He has to be activated and then get a window in the postseason. He's going to come back. McCole Hardman might come back, but to what extent are they going to use him? Justin Ross is just being activated back to the roster. So this is an opportunity for the Chiefs to lean into 12 personnel, and they can still run the ball. Isaiah Pacheco now has been confirmed. He will be active on Monday on the Christmas Day game. That means that the Chiefs will have their potent 1-2 punch now at running back. Clyde Edwards-Helaire has really provided a lot in the passing game for the Chiefs, but this 12 personnel package is going to be the key to not to getting rid of all the issues, the excuses, and the mental mistakes and the mental errors. It's the key to overcoming that. This is where the biggest plays that the Chiefs have had most of the season come in. They had the 32-yarder to Gray, a 31-yard pass to Justin Watson, a 21-yard pass to Rice, 17 yards to Richie James, and they had another opportunity to get it to Rice for another bigger play as well. This is the personnel grouping, and they've found themselves in third and long situations quite a bit, and they're leaning into, at least they felt more comfortable in this game going to 12 personnel than 13, because let's be honest, Blake Bell is toast. He is done. He gave the football to a New England Patriots player on Sunday, So at the end of the day, the Chiefs have to lean into 11 and 12. That's what this is. 12 personnel is becoming 13 for them. They don't have Jody Fortson, who really amplified that. Noah Gray, blocker, get him some more targets because he's earned it, in my opinion. He doesn't drop the football. He's where he needs to be, and he understands. He understands where to be on the field and how to extend his routes into space. That's something that the Chiefs, the wide receivers, need to take away from him and Travis Kelce, and right now, Rashid Rice. Those guys have been playing fantastic football. So 12 personnel really is the key to getting these explosive plays back, and I think that's, it's what's best for him. So let's see more of it. Let's continue to get different with it. Run a little bit more different concepts. Get Noah Gray into that motion, get him in the backfield a little bit too. I think that they can get experimental with this and really become at least a better version of what we've seen this year and maybe overcome some of those mental mistakes. So I hope you guys enjoyed this breakdown of the 12 personnel, something you guys have really been asking more about Noah Gray. You guys can watch him in every single clip here. Really good player, really good help blocker, knows where to be on the field. So again, I hope you guys enjoyed the film review. We're going to keep going with this. We're almost into the postseason now, and we're going to have some very fun members-only streams for the postseason. Make sure you're tuning into all those members. And then Friday, we will be here to discuss the Chiefs game next week. For the breakdown, we'll get you all the information on everything you need to do there. Don't forget to check out Seth from Tuesday, and then also Gary on Thursday with all the stats coming up. We'll keep you guys informed with everything that's going on with the Chiefs up till and through the postseason. Have yourselves a fantastic day. We'll see you next time.